So are you considering a move to Bergen County, New Jersey? Have you looked into River Vale yet? I'm talking all about River Vale, New Jersey, coming up next. Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Bob Dzienis, a local realtor here in Bergen County, New Jersey with eXp Realty. Thanks so much for joining me on my channel today. I really appreciate it. So if you're tuning in today, you probably want to know a little bit more about Bergen County real estate as well as Northern New Jersey. If that's the case, go ahead and click that subscribe button for me, but also click the bell to get updated every week because I upload new videos every Friday. All right, with all that said, let's get into River Vale, New Jersey. So just over 9,000 people call River Vale, New Jersey home, but where is River Vale? This is one of the beautiful towns that encompasses the Pascack Valley of Bergen County, New Jersey. River Vale really has a lot to offer. It's a very popular town. So there's lots of reasons why residents of River Vale love living here. So I'm gonna get into many of those reasons now, and I'm gonna give you a couple of cons, things that, I've heard from buyers who are just like, I don't know if River Vale is really for me. It's okay. Different strokes for different folks. But listen, cons for one person are not cons for somebody else. But River Vale really is a wonderful town here in the Pascack Valley. So before I get into those pros and cons, I just need to ask, hey, do you like free stuff? Make sure you stick around to the end of the video because I've got some great tools that you can download for free that might help you with your home searches here in Bergen County, or if you're considering any move to New Jersey or anywhere really. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video. I'll give you that information toward the end. Okay, the number one reason why people love living in River Vale, it's the homes, it's the homes, it's the homes. There are so many different home types that are available in River Vale. From colonials, bi-levels, split levels, to ranches and new construction. You can find just about every single home type here. So let's just quickly talk about some of the real estate statistics, and then I'll take you for a tour. So like I said earlier, the town has just over 9,000 residents. River Vale really has that more sparsely suburban feel. Homes tend to be a little bit more spread out, and your median home value in River Vale is about maybe $620,000 or so. Of course, like every town, you're going to find price points below that, as well as price points above that. In fact, in River Vale, your higher price points are probably going to be about $1.5 million. Median rents in River Vale tend to be about $1,600. One thing about River Vale in comparison to some of the other towns in the Pascack Valley, your property taxes tend to be about 15 to 20% higher compared to some of the other local towns. Sometimes you might hear River Vale being broken up into two sections. You've got the main part of River Vale, which is kind of the lower section, and then you have Northern River Vale, and that actually just takes you all the way up to Rockland County. I love showing homes in River Vale just because of the opportunities for different architecture there, and just because of the feel of the neighborhoods as you're driving through. Speaking of which, are you ready to go on a neighborhood tour? Another reason residents love living in River Vale, you can find some excellent public schools in this town. What makes the school system appealing? You've got lower student to teacher class ratios, as well as higher test scores. River Vale has two elementary schools. You've got Woodside and you've got Roberge. There's one middle school which is called Holdrum, and then finally high schoolers will go to the Pascack Valley High School. Pascack Valley is actually shared with a few other towns in the Pascack Valley. So not just River Vale residents go there, but you've got Montvale, Woodcliff Lake, as well as Hillsdale residents as well. Pascack Valley High School is definitely known for its athletic program, as well as its academics. So with these great school options, it's another reason why residents love living in this town. All right, next up, let's talk about the amenities here in River Vale. You've got some excellent local restaurants in town. Places like Kreko's Cafe, Amada Thai Kitchen, which actually has some really excellent food, and I love the vibe in that restaurant. We actually get takeout from Cuban Eddie's pretty frequently. Great Cuban food, easily deliverable. You've got some great bagel places like Bagel Nosh as well, or you can just pick up a quick slice of pizza too. Your other basic needs and necessities can be found in River Vale too. You've got a Walgreens, there's a 7-Eleven, you've got Fitness 19, which is a local gym, and you've got a Dunkin' Donuts for coffee. And you've got nail salons as well as dry cleaning. One place I like to go for food gifts is Mindy's Munchies. They've got great sweet treat gifts that you can get there, from cookies and treats and things that are dipped in chocolate. Really, really delicious stuff. There's also a lot to do in the warmer months in River Vale as well. If you're a biker, a lot of bikers use River Vale Road as well as Orangeburg Road to take them over to the border right into Rockland County, New York. It's a popular route to take bikers up into Nyack, New York, as well as Piermont. Throughout the summer and early fall months, River Vale also has a great farmer's market. And if you're a golfer, which I am not, I attempt, I don't do well, but I do love to be out golfing and having a good time. You've got two places you can consider golfing in River Vale. So you've got the River Vale Country Club right on River Vale Road. It's semi-private, not too expensive, and the rates actually include your golf cart. Then you have the Edgewood Country Club, which is a private club in River Vale. And this private club offers a pool, a gym, there's an event hall, various activities for members, as well as a bar and a restaurant. The golf club used to have 27 holes, so 9 of those holes are going away, and they're actually building some new construction homes there. Oh yeah, one other thing that I forgot. In October, River Vale celebrates the town by having River Vale Town Day. There you've got rides, games, food. It's just a great day for residents to get together and celebrate why River Vale is such a great town. Okay, so those were some of the pros of River Vale. Let me throw in a couple of cons. And again, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just using this from feedback that I've heard from buyers that I've brought through River Vale. Let me tell you, they're not deal breakers. Again, it just depends on what you're looking for and what's important to you. Buyers and people who are looking for more of that, let's say that downtown feel, like Westwood or Hillsdale, where everything is more central. River Vale has a central area, but things are a little bit more spread out. It's actually more shopping center areas that are contained in River Vale. So everything's kind of spread out a little bit more, if that makes sense. Where like if you drive through Westwood, everything is a little bit more contained. It just has that town feel. Like I said though, River Vale has everything you could possibly need and want. And it's close to your grocery stores and other towns. But if you're looking for that more compact downtown area, River Vale doesn't have that same feel that maybe some of the other towns have. The other comment I've heard from folks who've looked in River Vale is the commuting is not as easy as in some of the other towns that are in the Pascack Valley. So in some of my other videos about the Pascack Valley, many of the towns sit along the Pascack Valley line of New Jersey Transit. That train line can take you to Secaucus, where you can switch to New York City, or you can take the train to Hoboken and then get on the path to Lower Manhattan. So River Vale sits just east of that train line. And if you wanted to take the train, you'd have to find some public parking, which a couple of the towns do offer. So for instance, Hillsdale has some public parking, so you'd have to drive to Hillsdale, park there for you to be able to take the train. Hillsdale's right next door, so it's a few minute drive. There is a bus line that goes through River Vale. It hits a couple of spots in town, so that could be a possibility. There also is bus service down the Pascack Valley area, so if you can get yourself to Kinderkamak Road or Broadway, there are express buses that can take you to the Port Authority as well using New Jersey Transit. But it's not one of those towns that has just step out of your door and there is some public transportation available to you. I do know some residents, what they do is they actually drive to some park and rides that are available here in Bergen County too. There's a couple that are available. It's about a 10-minute drive. There's one in Montvale right off the Garden State Parkway. And there's another one right in Paramus that's right next to the Garden State Parkway as well. There you can park your car, just hop on the bus, and that'll take you right to the Port Authority in Midtown Manhattan. If you're considering River Vale and you want to commute, it might be a little bit more difficult for you to just find a commuting option. You could easily drive into the city as well. And if the commuting options are not as important to you, River Vale really is a great option. All right, so there you go, some information and insights on River Vale, one of the wonderful towns here in the Pascack Valley of Bergen County. River Vale really can be a great option, and you might want to put it on your checklist if you're looking at towns and property. And by the way, are you still here? I promised you some free stuff, didn't I? I've got some great downloadable tools and resources for you. All you got to do to get this free stuff is just go into the description of this video. I've got a great buyer's guide you can utilize as you're going through the process of considering the purchase of a home. Download my free inspection checklist as well. I've got info on safest cities here in New Jersey, as well as some other information. So just go into the description of this video, click on any of the links that might interest you, and download for free. You're welcome. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to check out my other videos about Bergen County as well as Northern New Jersey. And if you ever have questions about real estate or any other topics here in the area, here's my information. Go ahead and just send me a text, give me a call, shoot me an email. Be sure to reach out about any questions that maybe you have about Bergen County or Northern New Jersey. I'm happy to have that conversation with you. So I want to thank you guys again for watching. I'm Bob Dzienis with eXp Realty here in Bergen County, New Jersey. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next week with my next video.